Okay, so let's do a very quick um let's do a quick review. All right, so I think in the last market mentorship session we had, I kind of gave you guys what I was expecting. Told you guys I was expecting price to run up to this point, and I think we just did that. Yeah, we did that on Friday, so we actually run into that imbalance which I pointed out earlier. Yeah, you can see it. So you can see that this was marked beforehand. So I was saying that price was going to go into this fair value gap right there. Now you can see that price actually hit it, right? So that's what happened on Friday, and I kind of pointed this out early, early enough, right? So this is what we have. Yeah. So now what do I expect? Okay, since price has hit our area of interest, right? So it's very possible that price might drop to this lower gap, right? Don't forget that based so for that. So I'll just quickly show you guys the equity clock. Yeah, sorry, but that's what was kind of all right. So this equity clock. I want to go to the DXY chart as well. So that is it. So we have gone to the DXY chart. Let's give it a moment to load up. Right. So we want to look at seasonalities. What do we expect usually in December? So based on seasonalities, usually in December, we usually see a bearish price action, right? You can see it here, a bearish price action, right? This is a 20 years study, right? For the last 20 years, we usually see bearishness in the month of December, right? Usually see that in December. So let's go back to the chart. So now, if we are expecting bearishness in December, and this is the last week of November, the bearishness starts from ending of November and then it drops down into December, right? So let's quickly look. So if you're certain that, then we can say, okay, price might actually drop to this lower gap. So this lower fair value gap will be my target. So go to the daily charts. We have to wait for that market structure shift to actually confirm this. So we have this. Now I have this internal liquidity resting here. So this internal liquidity, which is at the low of this imbalance. So I don't need to mark the internal liquidity again because we have already marked the fair value gap. So this low here, actually what we're looking at, right? Price might drop into that low. If you go to the 4 hour chart, I think that we might have a very, I think on the 4 hour chart, we might have had a kind of market slow shift here. And market has gone below this swing low here, right? So this may be a sign for bearishness. Market has gone below this swing low, and consequently, it will be very, very pronounced when we go, especially below this one here, right? So for now, I think we have a kind of short-term market structure break, right? If this candle closes, this candle is closing in 29 minutes, so that means if this candle closes, we're going to be having a fair value gap right there, right, right there. So it depends on where this candle closes. That means this might be a reason why price might go lower. And then also, not only that, we'll also be having an order block here, right? This last up push, right? So that may be a reason why price might want to drop, right? We have we have all this liquidity resting here. We have this liquidity resting here. Sorry about that. Yeah. So we have this liquidity resting here, right? This one here, and then we also have this one, which is at that gap there, right? So let's see what happens on DXY. Once price drops down there, then that will be very good to go. Right, so let us keep an eye on the 1 hour chart now. On the 1 hour, you can clearly see that, yeah, you can already say we've actually broken structure. Although we have this gap, when this gap opened during the weekend, Sunday week, this weekend, right? This was a gap. So it's logical that price might want to go, feel maybe tap into this gap a bit, into this gap, right? So it's logical that price might want to come at least to this level here, right? At least to tap into the gap that was created between there and there, right? So there's a gap between there and there. So it's logical that price might want to come to fill it up a bit. So let us just mark that as well. Let's mark that as well with our gap, fair value gap too. So I have that gap there from here to here, right? So that may be what may push price up a bit to tap into that point. All right. So let's go to USD. So if you're setting bearishness on DXY, I mean it's logical to expect bullishness on USD, right? But let's not be too quick, right? So we actually took out our weekly liquidity, which I marked out. We've taken out everything that we are looking at. So price has already done what we wanted to do. So taking out this total liquidity, I've dropped down, and then we might be able to see some bullish retracement now, and we might be able to see some bullish retracement. Right, so that's very possible. I see now we have dropped down into this point. And of course, if you take this from here, I feel that's a very deep discount level, right? Judged by the body account from this low here to this high, I feel that's a very good discount level, right? So that is also one thing you should note. When 50% of this range from that, let's go with the swings. So when the swing high there, the swing low here. Like I said, I feel like a very good discount level, right? So we might need to see price push back up, right? So that's pay attention to that. All right. So let's look at that. So we have that noted out. Let's go to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, we have that. So I think we have more of a gap on the daily. So I have a gap here. The gap was printed in this weekend. So yeah. So when I see price do that, so pay attention to this February gap here. So there's a tiny February gap right there. Right, just pay attention to that. I've taken out the previous day's high, so just pay attention to that tiny gap there. And so price actually tap into it today. So um so just pay attention to that. This market is still very bearish, right? There's no clear bullishness yet. Right? We have to wait for that clear bullish break, right? Okay, I think we'll have a bullish break. Market has gone above this swing high here, right? So although we still have this gap, this weekend gap here, so it's logical that price should go for the weekend gap at least, but it must not be immediately, right? It doesn't have to go immediately. So we have this weekend gap here, and that's where price might want to go for, right? So we just have to wait, right? Wait for market to give us very clear indication of where it wants to go. So most likely, I want price to bounce off this point and then push higher, right? So something like this, right? So something like this, that kind of stuff, right? So I think we don't really have anything to do this morning. We just have to watch the market and allow it, give us some action, right? So let's go to GBPUSD. GBPUSD, we don't need to expect something much different, right? We have been bearish as well because of the DFS bullishness. So you can see how the market has been breaking lows, broke this low, broke this low, broke this low. We have a very, very bullish market, bearish market rather. So you can look at this favorable gap here. Price has actually tapped into it, right? So we still have this last inducement here. So based on this range, we still have this very last inducement. Will it go there? I don't know, right? We have this last inducement here before this last push down, right? We have this last inducement here. So will price go there? I do not know. Right, so we'll see where sugar price might want to go lower there. That is possible, or price might want to push higher, right? So there's a possibility of market going higher or lower. In this case, right, we have two scenarios there, right? So the market might choose to go higher or go lower, right? So that is it. So we are seeing a bearish range from this swing high down to this swing low. So market can still choose to continue its bearishness at any time, right? Look at this favorable gap inside there already. That price has tapped into down to markets. We look at this gap between this candle low and this candle high, right? So look at the 1 hour charts. All right. So we see the same thing, a gap here. So all about those things. So let us also wait for the market to give us a very clear indication of where price might want to push to, right? So for now, we are still in a very bearish market. Look at the swing high there, look at the swing low there. All right. So we have to see a very clear market structure shift before we can trust the buys. So let's look at gold. So for gold, yeah, I see gold. I think I marked gold out. So I told you I got gold was going for this weekly high. I can see that we have actually hit that imbalance. So we're in that imbalance there on gold. On the daily chart, you can see how gold went and took out that inducement that was marked earlier. I told you that gold was going at least for this high, right? So I don't know why gold is dumping this much. Right? This is just Monday and gold has dumped. Sorry, that is heavy drop. So let's also look at what gold has for us. So on the weekly, once again, we answer that weekly favorable gap, right? We took out this low, right? So we took out this low. So it's logical that prime might want to resume its bullishness, right? Because I told you guys the market has to give us a double market break before we can confirm a sell. So we have only one swing break. We want the market take out a second low before we can confirm this sell. So this sell might just be an inducement being taken out for a bullish continuation, right? So let's not be quick. Let's not be quick to judge this market, right? Let's not be just be so quick to judge, right? It's very logical that price can still continue its bullishness, right? So now, so I see now we have taken out the previous daily low, got this low here, and price has tapped into this favorable gap here. So market can still choose to push higher from this spot there, right? So it's logical that price can, oh my god, we have taken out the swing high, we're taking it to the low. So let us see what happens inside there, right? Although there are many gaps down here, so I wouldn't be so quick to do anything. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. Wow, obviously, consider that there's a bullish market structure. If the market is going above this swing low, goes above this low. So based on the 4 hour, we're currently bullish. Right, so I've gone above this high here, and then above this high. Right. So 4 hour is currently bullish. Even on the 1 hour, it's very obvious that we are bullish. Right. So you can see the market is making highs. Right. So this could just be a retracement for a bullish continuation. Right. It could be just that for a bullish continuation. Right. Or that's right. So regardless, we have to wait for see what price gives us. So let's go to 15 minutes time frame. So no, nothing clean yet because current on 15 minutes, 15 minutes is currently bearish because price has gone below this low. So if 15 minutes can resume bullishness down here, then we'll have a reason to continue bullish push. Remember that your time frame was correlate. Right, just because the daily is bearish does not mean that you should go buy it immediately. You have to see the lower time frame begin to give you what the higher time frame is suggesting. All right, so that is it. By the way, let's look at the British pound against the yen. So GPY, this guy has just been doing his own thing, right? So remember what I told you guys, we're inside a bullish market, we have this low, we have this high, right? So price did not go below this low yet. So we're still in a kind of bullish market, and then you can see our price failed to go below this low. So that's still bullish. Right. So we're just having a retracement because of this gap that was tapped into. I had a favorite that was tapped into here. So could it be that price wants to resume its bullishness? Oh, I don't know. So let's look at the daily chart. So on the daily, we have a kind of market structure shift here because price. Let's just be very very careful. Right, we have a kind of market structure shift on the daily chart because price went below this low. Right, you can see this kind of market structure shift here. Price goes below this low, and then price has gone below another daily low. So it's still possible that price might want to retrace a bit. So you see now we have this last imbalance down there. So we have this last inducement down here, right, which is above this gap we have around there, this weekly gap, right? So if I was to continue my sales, I'm looking inside here. And this will be where I'm looking for sales from this favorite gap there. And then maybe we can push price lower if price can come into that area. Right. So that's what I'm looking at for the day for G. If this now wants to continue bearishness, then we'll look at this. Then we can now grab all this. We have this, so you see this low here. See all these lows. This will be good areas for liquidity. See this low here, see this low here, see this low here, see this low, this low here. These are all good liquidity spots. Right. If price can tap into that gap, we'll just be dropping free fall. Right. So for now, I think I'm a bit bearish on GJ, right? Based on what I can see. Let's go to the weekly chart again. All right, so even this candlestick pattern here, it looks very bearish. Doesn't look like something I want to buy. All right, so let us see if price wants to dump at least to this gap again. All right, this last, and then don't forget that we have this other block which has not been, tapped into. See how this other block here. All right, so let's not forget that. I will have all this other block has not been tapped into. All right, so that is it. So for now, I'm bearish on GJ based on what I can see. I would not force it. I will wait for price to give me the clean moves to take it down. Right. So let's see if price can come to this imbalance here to us to set up our sell continuation. All right. So let's look at the last one, which is what the let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I told you guys about 100K level. Right. I told you guys about 100K level. Right. That's a very good spot for Bitcoin to go. So we have this, look at this favorite gap here, which price is already rejecting from. Right. So we have this gap, which price is rejecting from. So we still have that 100K level. Right. We have that 100K level up all the way here. Right. I think I should just edit it and just put it in. So we have that 100K level, which is still there, which is still a certain price to go. So let us mark it 100K. Right. So let us see if price can go there this week. So that's where people are anticipating. It's a very psychological level for Bitcoin. So if I can go there, that'd be nice. See price go there. Right. So that's what we're looking at 100K level. Right. So we should be putting a lot today. I will not forget at 100K level. Right. So I put an alert there as well. So once price is there, would know. So that's what I'm looking at. From this favorite gap, I can choose to go for that 100K level, right? So that's what I expect from Bitcoin, right? So that's on Bitcoin, right? So if you can catch buys, that would be nice. So I see now we're better breaking high. So market broke this high. So I think the buy is already getting ready to push to that 100K level, right? So let's look at the last one, which will be what? The indices, which is Nasdaq. Let's look at Nasdaq. Right, so on the daily chart, Nasdaq has been making super bullish moves. So you can see the market has been breaking highs, taking out highs, and then market dropped into what this all that block here. So it's very logical. You don't really profit to tell us that it's logical to expect that price is going to go for this high, right? So it's very logical that price is going to go for that high. So we just need to see market give us the continuation on the lower time frame. So we have to actually see market go above that high, right? So that's what I'm expecting of this guy. So I'm just giving you guys my bias, right? And remember, I'm not saying say there's a financial advice. It's just what I think the market is going to do. So if you buy or sell with anything being taught here or said here, it is on you because at no point in this video did I say you should open your MT5 and click anything, right? I didn't tell you to click a buy. I didn't ask you to click a sell, right? I just told you this is what I expect. Market should go up, it should go down. I didn't ask you to take any trade, right? So if you take any trade with anything that's been taught here, would I win or lose is your responsibility, and you cannot fault me or give credit to me, right? So I'm not teaching you guys, I'm not giving you guys any inspiration to take any risk on your money or any monetary risk, right? So whatever you're doing should be on your own discretion, right? So this is what I expect here. I don't really have much to do here. Just this is what I expect. Market should push to that high, and then we call it a day. So I see that price did not break this low. If maybe price broke this low, maybe I said that there's some kind of bearishness. But for now, just to that high, that was what we're expecting on this guy. So I think this is all I have for today. If you want to join our paid mentorship, we are still ongoing. We are going at about we're actually doing a discount about 30% off, right? About 30% off or 29% off. So you can join us at 29% off. Just use the link in the description to join us, or you can send me a DM on Telegram to just pay directly, right? So have a wonderful day. Cheers and God bless. See you.